Hello, mindful friends. Today we're going to be talking about an excellent question I got the other day about what to expect when meditating. And this client asked me about a feeling he had while meditating that felt like a warm glow in his heart or his body. And he asked, is that what I'm aiming for? Is that what I should be feeling each time that I meditate? And this question comes up a lot of like, what are we aiming towards in meditation? What do we want to feel? And my response to this is that you want to be really careful about putting labels on what you should or expect or want to feel in meditation. There's not really a goal that every time you want to get a light, fluffy, warm feeling within, because sometimes you won't. In fact, often you might not. And it traps you into this idea that then there's only one right way to meditate, or only one right outcome to your mindfulness practice, and how it feels for you, and that it should feel nice, and this is the way it looks like if you're really engaged. And this is the trap a lot of people fall into when they go to spiritual centers, or Plum Village, they say this a lot too, is that you get one kind of euphoric feeling in meditation. Like one time you go super deep, have this like enlightening, awe-inspiring, life-shattering meditation, and then you think, Eureka! I have arrived, and now I'm at this higher level of meditation, and this is what it will feel like every time. And in fact, maybe it's going to get even better every time. I'm going to go higher and higher and get more and more enlightened every time that I meditate. And inevitably, what happens is maybe they leave the retreat center, they go back home, or if they, circumstances change or whatever, this is normal life, they stop having the euphoric feeling in meditation. Now what happens in their mind? They sit down to meditate, this great practice, they go into trying their mindfulness practice, and they don't feel euphoria. They don't feel that warm, fuzzy glow and like everything's dandy. And they go, it's not working. Something went wrong. I regressed. I went back. I failed. And then they start striving every time to get that feeling again, to get back there, that this is what it should be like. It happened once, it should happen again, and I had this breakthrough, and now I went backwards. And inevitably, what does this do? It makes it harder for you to ever enjoy meditation again, because you're looking for something in it. You're striving for something in it. You've put a label on it. And now you don't just give it the freedom to be whatever it's going to be. And that pressure makes it harder to enjoy and benefit from and do. Sometimes people they're like, well, that's it. I can't get that back. I'm frustrated. Now I feel disappointed in myself, and they give up altogether. And there's a story that I've heard through Tara Brach. I don't think it's her story. It's probably one of those, old tales of this practice. But a student goes into a practice center, and he goes in, it's a silent center. They only get one question, every month. And he goes in the first time, and he goes, how long is it going to take me to reach enlightenment? And the monk goes, well, at this rate, 3 months, you'll be great. He goes back the next time, a month later, he's waited a month. Well, I don't feel like I'm getting any closer. How long if I try really hard? And he goes, well, if you try really hard, it will be 6 months. He goes away, starts practicing, comes back. He goes, well, it's not working. What if I just put all of my effort in and forcefully and just do it all the time? And he says, young student, for you, a whole lifetime. So that is the teaching, that if you're striving for one experience in it, for just the arrival, and you're pushing and just doing everything you can just to get there, you're not gonna get there. Not that we're trying, right? That's like a conundrum. You can't try to get there, you won't get there, blah, 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 blah. But the point is, don't put pressure on your practice. The practice just is. So we start out in the beginning. It's new, it's exciting, it's fun, something different. We have all these hopes for how it's going to transform our lives. And then all of a sudden, it's like it slows down. It's not so interesting. I've done the breathing meditation for months. I'm bored. I'm not like getting an award for this, or I got my next medal on the next stage of meditation, so I'm losing interest. That's not the point of this practice. So let go of the need to arrive, of the expectation of it should feel euphoric or something amazing is going to happen. You're not going anywhere with this. You're staying right here, and you're learning to enjoy what is. So let the practice be hard that day. Let the mind be busy that day and have a really hard time coming back to the breath. That's your experience that day. Be the observer of that. Notice that you got frustrated in traffic. Let that be your experience of developing the skill of being the non-judgmental observer. And your meditation practice is the same. Let it be what it is. And every day it might be a little bit different. One day you might be really tired and you fall asleep while you're meditating. It's happened to all of us. You're inside. I know you're all going, oh yeah, that's happened to me. We get snores in our meditation classes. Oh well, you needed sleep that day. That was your practice. Whatever it looked like that day, that was your practice. And that was, keeping you going forward on your journey of whatever it is. And you're not arriving somewhere. And if you have a wonderful experience once, engage in it fully. Like, those times are amazing too. I hope you've had those. They feel great. You don't have to have those. And when you do, embrace it, engage with it, learn from it, soak in all the amazing energy that it gave to you, and then let go. And next time, sit down on the cushion, not with the expectation that it's going to look like it did last time, but with an open heart and mind to what it is today. And that is going to bring you much more powerful transformation, actually, and build skills that are much more useful to you than if you just sit down every time and wander off into euphoric la la land and all, you're dancing with the butterflies and it's all great. Actually going to serve you a lot better if some days it's like, ooh, a little bit of a challenge with the mind. The mind's loud, and some days, there's emotions that come up, and some days you can't even sit there. Your body hurts, your back hurts, you have to lay down, and then you fall asleep. That probably teaches you more along the journey than euphoria every time. So this week, enjoy your practice in whatever it is. Let it be what it is without expectation or desire or want in it. And know that that is doing the work. If you enjoy these talks or have great other questions, I love answering my clients' questions because they come up with awesome ones and they lead to insight for others. Please leave a question below in the comments on this video. I'll try to get to it. For your practice, you can also contact me with them at newleafmindfulness.com. And my book is now an audiobook. So if you love listening instead of just reading, you absorb better that way. Go look for Living from the Heart, Healing Ourselves so we can heal the world on Audible and iTunes and Amazon. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you all very soon.